welcome back to another reading. Today I'm back with another reading for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a special reading since a lot of you guys really have been wanting this video and you guys wanted me to answer a lot of you guys' questions. And so I just want to let you guys know this special reading is coming instead of the current energy check for this week. So this is the reading that's going to be coming this week instead of the current energy check. And the reason for that is I did put a poll on my Instagram if you guys would like a current energy check or you guys would like a special reading, since I'm not going to be able to do both since I really have a hectic week. So I had you guys choose whether you guys wanted a special reading or current energy check, and 80% of you guys wanted a special reading, and so here I am. So for this week, there's not going to be a current energy check. That's going to come next week. And so instead of that, I'm going to be doing this special reading, okay, that you guys voted majority for, okay? So, I'm going to get into you guys' questions, but I just want to mention that I've seen a lot of you guys freak out regarding a lot of things, and I just want you guys to, calm down. I'm going to cover a lot of things in this video. And the main thing that you guys really, have been worried about is the interviews. I've been getting a lot of comments about Abhisha doing interviews and Manisha doing interviews, and so I'm aware that you guys are sort of worried about their bond after these. Okay, I'm not really sure exactly what they said, but I'm gonna cover this. So the first question is, why do Abhishek and Manisha try to ignore each other's related questions in interviews? So I already know the answer to this, but let me check with the cards and explain to you guys more. If they actually do ignore each other in interviews, why is that? Okay, so let's see. Why do Abhishek and Manisha try to ignore each other's related questions in interviews? Okay, guys, so first of all, they actually do try to ignore each other in interviews. That's not because they do not want to speak about each other or that there's something wrong between the two of them, and that's why they try to ignore. The main reason they try to ignore is they are mostly doing these interviews work-wise, or they're doing these interviews for them, or maybe stuff regarding their projects or stuff like that, or to promote their projects, or just overall for their career. They are doing these interviews for those things, I think. Okay? And so they do believe that with shipping, everything they say goes against them, whether it's good or bad. Whether they say something, someone's gonna be upset. Whether they say something good, someone's gonna be upset. So they try as much as they can to not say much or give reactions much, because they do not want negativity to happen. Okay? And I did see a comment regarding something that Abhishek said, and that you guys are freaking out. Even when I read that comment, I did not feel like that was a big deal. And that's exactly what they're worrying about. They don't want to answer questions, and then that's gonna cause a controversy, or that it will cause chaos. Okay? They know what their bond is. They're trying to grow their bond right now. They know what that is. So they're trying as much as they can, to not say much. Okay? And that's why they might seem that they're trying to avoid questions, or they're trying to not give as much reactions as possible, just for the mere reason that they do not want it to become a big thing on social media, whether they say something good. Because at the moment, they might say something good. They might at least think that they're saying something good. But when it goes on social media and they see people's reactions, they're like, okay, this became a big deal now. Okay, and this is exactly what I feel happens. Okay, so they know what their bond is. They know what they think about each other. They don't feel the need to come on interviews and explain what their bond is. Okay, and so that's why they might seem to ignore each other's questions, or they might seem to not give that much reactions, or they try to speed up through the question, because they don't want to say something and then people are gonna come and make a big deal out of it. And I'm gonna go more into their bond today, but yeah, this is exactly the mere reason why I feel like if they do seem like they're ignoring each other's questions, then that's probably why. Because they know what their bond is. They don't want to make a big deal out of it. They're trying to be as much as possible to be low key about their bond, because if they say something good, then it's going to be a big deal. If they say something bad, it's going to be a big deal as well. So at this point, they don't know what to do, okay? And they know what they are to each other. They know that they are special to each other, okay? And they're trying their best, to grow their bond right now, okay? And so they don't want any more controversy or anything on social media, to cause even more drama than already it has been, okay? So I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the next question. So a lot of you guys are concerned about as well if they both consider each other as friends still. Okay, and I think this is, you guys are asking this because I've been getting comments that Abhishek, did say that they're good friends. I did read a lot of questions about this. He did say that they're good friends, but he used to say that they're best friends, okay? So, you guys want clarity that, are they still friends? Do they both consider each other as friends? Okay, so let's get clarity onto this, okay? And overall clarity on the Abhisha bond, okay? So, do they both consider each other as friends? Do both Abhishek and Manisha consider each other as friends? Okay, guys, so I said this even before the interview. In my special reading, in fact, the last one, you guys asked me that, is their bond as strong as it was in Big Boss? Okay, I answered that exact question, I believe, in my last special reading. And I did tell you guys that I don't know what their bond was inside of Big Boss, but I know that like 3 months ago when I used to check their energies, their bond was so good. Like they used to have contact every day. They used to be so close. Like I feel like they would talk to each other multiple times a day. So I did say that their bond isn't as close as it was 3 months ago. I don't know what it was in Big Boss, but it's not really that close as it was in 3 months ago, okay? And I want to explain this statement, and I do feel this way right now, but let me explain. So it's normal that their bond, cannot be that strong. Why? Because they are living in different cities, right? So there is a big distance between them. There's also projects that they always have been busy about, okay? They are not as strong as they used to, not because of them. It's because that, there can be work commitments. And especially I feel like after Manisha's dancing show that, she got really busy, that they both got really busy, and there wasn't really much time to contact each other and all of that, okay? Contact happens, but it's like from time to time, okay? Like they do check up on each other, but it's not as much as it was back then, okay? And that doesn't always necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. They both do have work commitments, okay? And there has been a lot of things that did happen, okay? And so there's a lot of things that did come in between that. So their bond isn't as strong as it was 3 months ago, okay? But that does not mean that their bond isn't gonna grow or it doesn't have potential for it to be as it used to, okay? And their bond is strong right now. Their bond is still strong right now. They both are very good friends, okay? And they do want to grow their bond. It's not like they are just like, okay, we're good friends and that's it. No, they do want their bond to be as good as it was, okay? And there is contact. They do contact each other. They do check up on each other. They do try to meet. And I did tell you guys that I do feel like they made plans and they tried to make plans and then something happens that they're not able to. But they do make plans and they do try to meet each other, okay? Now, so if Abhishek said in his interview that we are friends and he used to say best friends, okay? That's not saying that he's not good friends with Manisha anymore, okay? And that's not amplifying that their bond is not as strong as it is. He is saying friends, I feel. And he maybe has been repeating friends because I feel like he does want to be careful with his words, okay? Like I said, like they right now do want to be careful how they say on social media, especially after the interview that happened with Abhishek regarding the sister thing. They both just want to be careful with things because Abhishek especially felt like with the sister thing that he did say it and people misunderstood him. Okay, and that's not what he meant. Like maybe it was like out of a moment of him that he said it, but it's not actually what he does feel Manisha is to him. Okay, whether you guys believe it or not, like that's actually what he does feel. Okay, um, okay. Um, and so I feel like since then, the two of them are trying to be careful regarding what they say on social media, okay? Yes, their bond isn't as strong as it was 3 months ago, but that does not mean that they lost their bond. That does not mean that way. They are trying to grow it. They keep trying, okay? They keep trying, to make efforts right now. I do feel like that they both really want to grow their bond, but like I said, they can be busy people. Sometimes projects can come in the way. So it is very normal that this would happen, okay? It's not like it's a very big deal, okay? As it may seem, okay? And they are trying to grow their bond, all right? And I do want to clear regarding the relationship and romantic feelings thing that I did tell you guys that the two of them do want to put their friendship a priority, and I just want to say that you guys should be happy that actually they are putting their friendship a priority, not thinking about romantic things right now. Why? Because if you guys think about it, if they actually are just like, okay, we just want to get into a relationship, we just want to be with each other, then if you look at it through that way, that does seem a little bit toxic, okay? So there is a lot of things that go into getting into a relationship, a lot of things, okay? And I feel like it's very healthy of them that they actually are putting their bond a priority. They're not really thinking about that stuff. That just shows how their bond is, how deep their bond is, okay? It was another two of people, they probably would have been like, okay, we want to be in a romantic relationship, no matter the distance, no matter that, we are going to be into a romantic relationship. We don't have to grow our friendship first. We want to be lovers. That does seem a little bit toxic. And so I want to tell you guys that like you guys should be happy that Abhishek and Manisha are actually putting their friendship priority, because that just shows how deep their bond is. That shows that they do not really care about other things other than their bond, because their bond is actually the most important for them. And if two people actually put their bond a priority like this, then that just shows how mature they are, to be honest. Okay, because there's a lot of things that go into romantic relationship, and that just shows like how they actually care about each other, that they do not really care about the um other things that other people might care about. Okay, for you guys, because you guys want them to end up together, it might seem like, okay, they're not making effort to being with together. No, because there's a lot of things that go into that. Okay, they have to be smart about it. Okay, and they do care about their bond more than they care about just like romantic. For them, like a special bond, being with each other's company, knowing each other for years, it's way better than losing each other in any day just because they messed up by getting into a relationship way too fast. Okay, so I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So I hope you guys got clarity on this question. So they are friends, okay? And yes, their bond, can be a little bit less than it was 3 months ago, but that doesn't mean that their friendship is gone or that their friendship is slowly going down, because they are, to be honest, trying to build that. And I told you guys, like right after Manisha's show, that she said that she's like, I want to build my bond with Abhishek right now, that she does want to focus on that. Like right after they will meet, their bond can grow really well, okay? But a meeting is very important for them to have a heart-to-heart conversation, have a chance to talk, clear things up, and for them, to just feel like old times. I feel like that will spark their bond again, okay? But because meeting hasn't happened, and they have been feeling down. Their bond, hasn't really grown much, okay? Because they do want to meet each other. Okay. So I hope that cleared you guys' questions. So now let me get into the next one. Is there a possible reunion for Abhishek and Manisha soon? So I did answer this a lot of times, but let's see right now based on the current energies. Is there a chance of Abhishek and Manisha meeting soon? Is there a chance of Abhishek and Manisha meeting soon? Okay, the cards are just jumping out. Okay, guys, they want to meet each other so bad. Like, you guys don't even know. They want to meet each other so bad. It's like very intense. They really want to meet each other so bad. And they made plans. I did tell you guys they made plans of meeting, and that's why I was getting the energy so hard that day. Like, I feel like they made exact plans that, okay, we're gonna meet right now. And then something happened, and that was impossible. Okay, but I did tell you guys that I feel like in April there is a big chance of them meeting. Okay, and I'm not really gonna go exactly soon or stuff like that, because I just feel like overall in April I feel like there's a big chance of them meeting, and I do feel like they tried. I do feel like there's a lot of times that they tried, but something happened which ruined the plan. There's always something that happens that ruins the plan. Okay, and even they got frustrated that, like, why does this happen? Like, whenever we do a plan of something, it just does not happen. Okay, so I do feel like right now they do make a plan of meeting at a certain day. Okay, um and it depends on whatever happens that day if they do end up meeting, but I feel like overall in April there's a big chance. Okay, um and believe me, guys, they really want to meet each other. It's not like they're not putting efforts. It's not like they're not trying to meet. No, they put a lot of efforts and they're still trying, okay? Um, and they actually get upset when they don't meet. They actually both get upset. It really does affect them. So it's not that their friendship isn't strong, that they're not trying to put effort to meet. Like, something happens and then they don't, okay? So their bond is good. They're at a good balance right now, but they're just like trying to meet at this point, okay? And I do feel like April is a big chance of them meeting. And once they meet, I do think their bond is gonna grow very well, okay? Um, but yeah, overall, I do feel like April is like a very good chance of them meeting, okay? They already tried like multiple times meeting this month, but like things did not work out. Okay, so now let's get into the next question. So I've been getting a lot of questions about a show called Khatron ki Khiladi, if the two of them are gonna be joining. So I'm gonna be checking this question if the two of them are gonna be joining. Are they gonna join together? Did they get offered? So let's see. Is Abhishek and Manisha going to be joining Khatron ki Khiladi? Are they both gonna join Khatron ki Khiladi, or is one of them gonna join? Okay, they both got offered. Okay. Nice. Interesting, you guys. Okay, so I'm not gonna say anything confirmed yet, but for sure the two of them got offered, like for sure, okay? And I feel like Manisha's most likely to do it. I feel like Manisha is most likely to do it right now, like based on the current energies, that Manisha is most likely that she's gonna do this show, okay? I do feel like Manisha she does feel like it is probably a good opportunity. And so I do feel like right now, based on the energies, that Manisha is like mostly like open to it right now, okay? Um, so I do feel like Manisha got offered and she's happy about it, and she's like almost like, I feel like confirmed that she's gonna do, okay? Not confirmed yet, but I do feel like she's almost confirmed. On the other hand, Abhishek, I do feel like he's thinking about it right now. I don't feel like he's 100% sure. I feel like he's yes or no. He's like between yes or no, and I feel like he's thinking about it, okay? But the two of them do know that there is a possibility of them coming together in this show, and they would love if that would happen, okay? So both of them do know inside of them that they can come both together at this show, and that would be a very big celebration time for them if they actually do manage to come together, okay? But I do feel like right now they are like nothing is confirmed, but I feel like there's a big chance of Manisha doing it. And Abhishek right now, he's thinking about it. He's like seeing things right now, okay? It's not impossible for Abhishek to do it, but he's thinking about it. But if they both manage to do it, then they both are gonna really be really happy. They're gonna both celebrate about this, okay? Because they have been manifesting to work together in something or be together, okay? But yeah, this is what I pick up right now. So yeah, I feel like they would actually be really happy if they both managed to come on this show, okay? But right now, I do feel like Manisha does have a bigger chance of joining right now. I do feel like almost she's confirmed, okay? But yeah, I feel like Abhishek right now, he's thinking about it. He's not against it, but he's thinking about it, okay? So, coming into projects together, another question about them doing projects, okay? So, do they have any projects that are offered to them? Wow, first card that comes. So, do they have any projects that are offered together, and do they want to work together? Obviously, you guys, like they really want to work together, like since a long time now. Yeah, you guys, I do feel like there is a project offered for the two of them, but like not offered from someone else. I feel like it's Abhishek who is like holding this project. Because Abhishek came as the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a project that Abhishek is holding and he would love to do it with Manisha. Okay. And I told you guys like this like a few weeks ago that like in one of the Abhishek meetings that there's a project that Abhishek does want to do with Manisha. Okay, and this is coming here again. So there is a project that Abhishek does want to do with Manisha, but at the same time, he's like thinking about the difficulties that happened last time. I am aware that there was a song that they were supposed to do, and there were like sort of things that happened that did not make them do that song. And so Abhishek does want to really do this project with Manisha, but he does, sort of feel that maybe it might be difficult. First reason is there's going to be a lot of hate if they ever did a project together, okay? Okay, so that's one thing. The next thing is that he's scared that things are not going to work out, okay? Because last time he just felt, okay, there's a big chance of us doing this project. Everything was ready and he was so excited to do this project, and then things ended up not happening. So he's scared of that happening again, okay? He's scared of disappointment, okay? But he really does want to work with Manisha, and Manisha does want to work with him. But also the two of them are like considering like things a lot about social media, okay? Which is sad that like they also do face things about social media, because social media has affected them this much that right now if they say anything, people give hate. If they come together, people are gonna give hate. So they do want as much as possible, like I said, to be like sort of low-key with their bond. Okay, they want to be careful from now on, and they know if they came together for a project, especially a project of them, just the two of them just together, then there's going to be a lot of fights, there's going to be a lot of things, and they're like, are we even ready for that chaos again? Okay, they do feel like things are like sort of down right now, like there's like a little bit of quietness regarding fights of them, the two of them together. And if you guys remember, I did tell you guys that like in March, like months ago, I did tell you guys that I feel like in March, like, you guys asked me, when is gonna hate stop for both Abhishek and Manisha? And I told you guys that in March, I do feel like it's gonna be less. And so I don't know about them individually, but like them together, I did say that in March, like things are, they're not gonna get that much hate anymore. And I feel like that's true. Okay, you guys tell me in the comments, but I feel like that's true because right now I do feel like they both feel like things, sort of chilled down. People are sort of calm right now. Okay, and so they don't want to deal with that drama, but they do want to work together. Like inside of them, they do want that to happen. So I don't feel like there's like a project of them like starring together, but maybe Khatron ki Khiladi is considered a project that, yes, this is offered for the two of them. But for them individually together, there isn't really a project that I'm picking up right now. There was in the past a lot of projects, but I do see like a main project right now that Abhishek is holding, and he's like, I want to do this with Manisha right now. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I don't see anything confirmed right now regarding them working together. But if Khatron ki Khiladi is considered as one, I do feel like Manisha is like considering going right now, and Abhishek's thinking about it. So there can be a chance. Okay. Okay, so next question. So next question is, what is Abhishek's thoughts on Manisha and Thugesh, Abhishek's good friend? Okay, so I've been getting a lot of requests of like doing a reading on Manisha and Thugesh, and stuff like that, but I haven't been able to because of my busy schedule. So I'm just gonna do like very small right now, like answer this question. What does Abhishek think about the two of them? What does Abhishek think about Manisha and Thugesh coming together? Okay. Okay, guys. So for Abhishek, I do understand that Thugesh is his good friend, right? So I do feel like he does like Thugesh, okay? He doesn't have anything against him and Manisha coming together, okay? Um, and he has seen them together, but like the feeling that I'm getting here is that he does feel left out, okay? Like he does feel like, okay, they're like, it's like they're having fun without me. Like he's seeing them, he's like, okay, they're having fun without me. Um, he does like feel that he's like left out, okay? I'm not saying that he's insecure, but he does feel left out because especially that he does want to hang out with Manisha. He does want to meet up with Manisha. He does feel like left out, that like the two of them are hanging out together and like he has seen them like, laughing and having fun, and he's not, with them, or he hasn't been able to have that with Manisha since a while. So I would say that, he has been feeling, like he's left out, okay? And he's just hoping that he can actually hang out with them one day, like all the three of them, okay? He doesn't have anything against Thugesh or Manisha coming together, but it's just like that he did sort of feel left out, that like the two of them were hanging out together. It's like he's seeing, like, you guys see here? It's like, you know the feeling when like you're like seeing two friends go out and hang out and you're not with them? It's this feeling that he's feeling right now, that he's like, okay, the two of them are having fun, hanging out, and I'm not with them, okay? So, and especially that he has been trying to hang out with Manisha, and he couldn't, and his own friend is hanging out with Manisha, so he does feel a little bit, left out with that, okay? Yeah. Okay, next question. So a lot of you guys want to know, is any of the two of them dating anyone right now, okay? I cleared this up multiple times, but let me check again. Is any of Abhishek and Manisha dating anyone right now? Are any of them dating anyone right now? this card just like explains. This card just like explains everything. No, you guys, none of them is dating anyone right now. In fact, like from love, they don't really like they both do hope for marriage and all of that. They do hope for marriage and commitment someday, you know. But the two of them right now, they both, you know, sort of are not really that into, like, they both hope for marriage, they hope, you know, for love and all of that, but they both just like feel a lot of swords. They're sort of like walking away from love. They're not really having that much expectations from love. And they both, you know, are just, you know, alone right now. They both are single. This card just like literally explains. They both are like single right now, okay? Sitting by themselves. Okay. And so yeah, I feel like they both really are not really in a relationship right now. I'm not picking any sort of relationship for the two of them. They do think about marriage though. They do think about commitment. That is on their mind, that they definitely do want to get married. But I don't pick any of them being in a relationship right now, okay? Okay, so next question. Does Abhishek actually like Vishal? So I've been getting a lot of comments and questions. A lot of people, you know, were saying that, like, I was saying that Abhishek, you know, did not like Vishal with Manisha. He did not like Vishal and all of that. And I did not say that. I did say that Abhishek didn't have nothing against Vishal. If you guys go back to my reading like 4 months ago or 3 months ago, I did say that, like, Abhishek does not have anything against Vishal. But sometimes, you know, when he sees him around Manisha a lot, he's just like, what if he becomes a closer friend to Manisha? Like, he knows that him and Manisha are close, but like, what he's like, that what if like Manisha has a stronger bond with him than he is with Manisha? Because at that time, Abhishek, you know, did want to be like the number one friend for Manisha. He did want to be the closest to Manisha. So he was like, what if like Vishal, you know, has a bigger place as a friend than me, okay? So yeah, okay, but he did never have anything against Vishal. I've always said this. Okay, so now let me see right now. What does Abhishek feel towards Vishal? So now let me see. What does Abhishek have towards Vishal right now? What does he think about Vishal? What does Abhishek think about Vishal? Yeah, so I do feel like that Abhishek does view Vishal in a good way right now here with the sun. He does view him in a good way, but I do feel like Abhishek, you know, he still does not have that sense of trust. Like, he does view Vishal as a good way. I do feel like they, you know, talk and they can share ideas, they can work hand in hand, like they can talk about career and stuff like that, okay? But I do feel like Abhishek does have a sense that, like, he doesn't trust Vishal fully, like to the point that he's sharing everything with him about him and Manisha, okay? So there is like a sense that Abhishek, you know, he's not fully sharing everything with Vishal. Not like to that point that Vishal is like his very good friend. No, I do feel like he does feel good about Vishal, okay? He does feel like that the two of him, you know, can collaborate regarding career and stuff like that. But still, I do feel like Abhishek is like sort of wary of Vishal, is what I'm trying to say. Like, he's not fully trusting him at the same point, okay? So I do feel like he has his eye on him, okay? So yeah, this is what I'm getting, okay? And he does understand that Vishal helped Manisha a lot. And Abhishek does understand that Vishal did help Manisha a lot. And that he does understand that Manisha, like, for Manisha, that Vishal is like someone that always helps her and stuff like that. So he does understand that. And he also does feel good about Vishal, but I don't feel like to the point that he trusts him fully. I do feel like there's like still like this blockage between him and Vishal is what I'm trying to say, okay? Okay, so last question, and then we're gonna get into the hidden truth. Okay, so next question. What does Abhishek think about the unfollowing between Elvish and Manisha? Does he support Manisha in all of this? Okay, let's see. What does Abhishek think about the unfollowing that happened between Elvish and Manisha? Does he support Manisha in all of this? Okay, guys, so Abhishek does feel like there has been a lot of fights, a lot of drama that happened with all of this. Like, he has seen fights, he has seen drama regarding this situation, okay? And definitely, I do feel like that he sat and analyzed the situation. Like, I do feel like that he sat and he's seeing both sides of them, okay, on social media, and he has seen, like, both sides of what happened, okay? Um, at the end of the day, Manisha is close to him, okay? He does value Manisha. Manisha's close to him more than Elvish. So obviously he is taking Manisha's side. He does not feel that Manisha's wrong. So obviously he is supporting Manisha in all of this, okay? I don't feel like he really put that much thought into it, but in all of it, he has seen all of what happened, and in his opinion, obviously Manisha is not wrong. He has seen Manisha's point of view, and obviously he's gonna support Manisha in all of this because for him, Manisha's closer to him than Elvish, okay? Um, but that did sort of give him a sense of realization, okay? Not exactly the unfollowing, but that, you know, how, like, I'm getting, like, in my head that, like, all of what happened in the house, I don't know if, like, they all were close or something, but that did sort of give him a sense of realization that, like, bonds do not really stay forever. And that sort of did give him a sense of, like, sadness that, like, you know, how, like, one day you can really be close to a person and then you can suddenly not be that close with them anymore, okay? So that sort of did give him a sense of realization. It sort of did make him sad that, like, how you can suddenly, be close to a person and then you can lose them, okay? Not necessarily on the Elvish and Manisha situation, but, like, overall that, like, how two people can be close and suddenly they're not, okay? But yeah, I don't feel like, him and Manisha really talked about this, but I do feel like definitely, like, in this situation that he's like, Manisha's right. Like, he's not like Manisha's wrong, okay? So yeah, because at the end of the day, he feels like he's closer to Manisha, so he's gonna always take her side, okay? So now let me get to the hidden truth since you guys wanted me to see what the hidden truth, okay? Truth. Okay, so let's see. What is Abhishek's hidden truth regarding Manisha right now? What is Abhishek's hidden truth regarding Manisha? Okay. What else is Abhishek's hidden truth regarding Manisha? Okay. This makes a lot of sense. One more. What is Abhishek's hidden truth regarding Manisha? Okay. So you guys, Abhishek does feel like that his hidden truth, like sometimes, he can, go into thinking about Manisha and the certain situation between the two of them and how they can meet up or how their bond can be stronger. So he does find himself sometimes that, he cannot stop thinking about her. Maybe he does think about her a lot, or he does wonder a lot of things. And with here, I wonder if you are happy without me. Is like I told you guys, like sometimes, like he does see Manisha, hanging out with people, and he's like, he does feel left out. And especially regarding the Manisha and Thugesh thing, that he's like, he's not like exactly insecure, but he does feel like that they like, it's like they're having fun without him, or that she's having fun without him, and he's like, he's supposed to be the one that meets her, okay? So he does sometimes, when he sees her with other people, especially men, he's like, I wonder if you're happy without me, okay? So that does also match with the other hidden truth that I always get, that like, I feel you leaving me behind, okay? And also, I bury myself in work to forget you, okay? So, Abhishek does find himself that sometimes, he can, try to keep himself busy, or that, because of work, that's like how they became distant, because they are busy with their works, and that's, how they sort of became, like how their bond has became not closer as always, okay? It's not like he tries to forget her with work, but he does feel like that because of work, that he sort of they both got pretty busy, okay? Now for Manisha, let's see, what is Manisha's hidden truth towards Abhishek? What does she, okay, what is Manisha's hidden truth regarding Abhishek? All right, what else? What more? Okay, so this comes from Manisha a lot. Like, I tell you guys a lot of times that, she does obviously have feelings for Abhishek, okay? And those feelings are unconditional. Like, she doesn't really put expectations anymore. She doesn't really say that, okay, because I have feelings, we have to end up together. He has to only have feelings for me. He has to always be with me. No. Her feelings are unconditional, that like if he's happy without her, she's okay with it. If he's happy to his life, she's okay with it, okay? So it's that type of love that like she's happy as long as he's happy, okay? If they end up together, fine. If they don't end up together, she's happy as long as he's happy, okay? So definitely that's her hidden truth, okay? That her feelings and love for him is unconditional, okay? There's like not conditions, there's not expectations, okay? All right. And I feel like this has come from Manisha before, that it was my fault, but I blamed you. Okay, so maybe Manisha does feel like at a certain situation that it was her fault as well, but she did feel like she sort of put the blame on Abhishek. So there has been a situation where she does feel like it was her fault as well. Like it wasn't just his fault, but like she sort of blamed him as well, okay? So she sort of that has that her hidden truth, that like probably I blamed you, but it was my fault as well, okay? This is what I'm hearing in my head, and I will wait from a sign from you, okay? So I think this is that she does wait from a sign for Abhishek, like that she's waiting from something from him, that she does, sort of want to meet up with him, that she's waiting right now from a sign, or maybe she does, I will wait from a sign from you. So maybe sometimes Manisha does feel like that she does want a sign from Abhishek regarding something, okay? Because like I said, like Manisha, cannot be that forward with her feelings or with other things as well. So she likes Abhishek, to take the initiative most of the time, whether it's like with contact or stuff like that, okay? So she does like when he does give her signs, or maybe he does initiate stuff first, okay? So this is what I'm picking for Abhishek and Manisha's special reading. I hope you guys got clarity from this video, and I just want to let you guys know, like, I want you guys to be happy, okay? Do not really worry about these celebrities, because believe me, they will figure it out, okay? Worry about yourselves, worry about your own happiness, okay? And I do feel like Abhishek and Abhisha, they can grow their bond, okay? They're just like a meeting is important for them, and once they meet, I do think their bond, can grow from there. Their friendship can go from there, okay? But I want you guys to stay happy. If you ever want me to do a healing video where like I can make you guys feel relaxed like I did once in my readings, I could do that, okay? As long as you guys feel calm and relaxed. I did feel like a lot from you guys questions that you guys sort of were worried about the two of them. So don't worry guys, everything is fine. The two of them are both pretty special for each other, okay? And their bond has potential to stay for years, okay? Because they both do have a very good understanding. They do both have a very good bond that can grow, okay? So if things go well for them, they definitely can grow their bond, to stay friends for years, okay? So yeah, and I do feel like that is very nice for two people to actually have a bond that, that they care about their bond first than anything else, okay? For them, like, social media doesn't matter, okay? Because they know what their bond is to each other, okay? And I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and see you guys next time. Bye!